Hello, CyHawkThoughts fans. Steve Myers, Chuck Utek here. Back after a break, a well-needed break.
But it seems like we never left.
No, we're right back here.
Yeah.
Yet again. Bowl games are underway. Christmas is over. New Year's coming up.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
Never seems to stop. How was your Christmas, Chuck?
It was great. How about you?
Can't complain. As you can see, a lot more toys than what we need.
The studio is filled with toys.
It is.
I think it was Toys for Tots.
Yeah, you'd think so by looking at it over here.
Great.
It was a good Christmas. It was good. Family, friends, bowl games.
That's what it's supposed to be.
Although
I missed
it's kind of weird. There's really no bowl games. I mean, it's funny. That's when everyone's off.
Yeah.
No bowl games. Then as soon as we get back in the swing of things, now they're starting up at what, 12 o'clock?
Yeah.
2:30.
2 today. Couple tomorrow.
We're
Air Force Toledo is just on. Now, do you go for 2 with time running out in the game, or do you play for the tie in overtime? And you can't answer this if you're Kirk Ferentz, because we know that answer.
I can't answer that if I'm Paul Rhodes, because we have no idea what that answer would be. In a bowl game, no.
No, you go for 2?
No, you go for that extra point.
You go for the extra point.
Okay? Here's my thought. This is the last game that some of these kids are going to be playing in.
Ever.
Yeah.
Air Force kids.
Those seniors, okay? Air Force, you have the game, down 1, you have a chance to kick an extra point, send it into overtime. I mean, yeah, it would have been great if they would have scored and they can go off the field being like, yeah, we scored a 2-point conversion to win the game in this bowl my senior year. Now they're leaving saying, we lost the bowl my senior year. But I think going into overtime or 2 overtimes and losing is maybe, my last year I was in a bowl game and we went into double overtime.
Yeah.
We lost, but man, we had,
double overtime.
Yeah. We had a long game, and it was a blast.
National
television.
Hey.
So I wouldn't have done it.
I don't think I would have either.
Because you have you have something to lose at that point.
Yeah.
You have the bowl win. Okay? Like when Paul Rhodes, he went for it against Nebraska.
At least that is first overtime. Yeah. I'm okay with that.
Well, and at that point in time, it ended up potentially costing us a bowl eligibility in terms of that year. But, I mean, at that point, he was like, we got nothing to lose.
Yeah.
We're the underdogs. We're shocking everyone. Let's see if we can do one more shock.
It was a time to do it.
Yeah. So, he still regrets it, but, I still like it.
That was a good call.
I like it.
I don't know. Plus, they didn't do a conventional 2-point conversion play. They did a fake field goal, fake extra point. Ball got dropped, got kicked around.
This in Toledo?
Yeah.
Okay, well, Iowa State did a fake field goal.
Well, but their fake extra point, it was a pass. This was like a run with the holder, and then the ball got fumbled and kicked around. Right. And no, I see, and I don't mind Iowa State's. You had the element of surprise because it was in the first overtime, and they weren't expecting that at all. I thought it was a great call, and if it hadn't been 90-mile-an-hour gusts,
and the guy put a little stank on it.
Yeah,
we would be
one more scoop of Wheaties.
Yeah, we would have been third bowl in a row. Who knows? Maybe that helps us get 7 or 8 wins this season instead of 6 because we had the extra practice. A lot of things go into that, and I can tell you right now, there's no one more than Paul Rhodes that wish he had that decision back. They still go for it. Yeah,
maybe they get the extra point, and then maybe the next overtime they fumble, and then they lose. The game's over.
Yeah,
this was exciting. The team's behind them. I was behind them on that. That was a good call.
But as it is, Toledo won because of the Air Force call, and that's another
won again.
Yeah, another victory on our bowl list.
How are we doing?
Well, I think at this point in time, I am 8-3.
Way to go!
I think you are 5-3.
Yeah.
5 I don't know.
3 games haven't been reported yet.
Okay.
Precinct's still out.
Yes. We went against each other on Louisiana Lafayette and San Diego State. I had Louisiana Lafayette. We went against each other on Missouri North Carolina. You didn't get that one. We went against each other on NC State Louisville. You didn't get that one. So everyone we've gone against each other on so far, Chuck, it hasn't worked
so
out.
I'm
in your
5-6.
favor. Yes, and I'm 8-3.
Anyone scraping by us, trying to beat us?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yes, 8-3 and 6-5 and 5-6.
I'll go 5-6.
Okay, so this hasn't been your year for picks.
No, my wife's killing it in her bowl pool, except for Air Force. But hey, so I'm just gonna let everyone else do it. Okay. And if you want good picks, pick against me.
Well, we have some competition going. There's some competition. It started off kind of shaky. I was 2-1, you were 1-2, and we had a few people at 2-1 with me, and I was like, well, this could turn ugly quick.
Yeah.
I've managed to kind of stay ahead of pace here. So
good. I'm counting on you.
lot of games left, but there's some people who are making a run for those t-shirts.
Yeah. Might beat me, may not beat Steve.
And you have to beat both of us.
Yeah.
Sorry we made up that rule, folks, but we did. Well, big week for bowl games.
Yeah, huge.
Yes. Friday. Just a big Friday all around.
What time's the game?
2:30.
Yeah!
Central Time.
2:30, excellent.
Yes, so
I'm off work at 1.
Bingo.
Start off that grill at 1:30.
Wins the other game.
9:05.
9:05. So
Central Time.
You've got about a 3-hour break.
Fire up the grill. Yeah.
3-hour break. Whether you want to watch...
Or you could smoke some ribs and have them go most
If you want to watch the Mississippi State and... who are they playing?
Bah.
I don't know.
Bah.
But if you want to watch a couple
Texas A&M?
No, they're playing Northwestern.
That's right.
Yeah, Mississippi. If you want to see a couple 6-6 teams go at it in the Music City Bowl, in between the Iowa State and Iowa game, by all means, you'll have that. I'll probably be trying to take a little rest.
If you're local, be like me and go to the Iowa Energy game that night. I will be there. We're staying. I'm going to DVR the Iowa game, so I won't be around for the first quarter or so. Maybe we go to a local watering hole. Maybe we just go back home. Who knows? I was hoping Iowa Energy would just have it on the big screen.
That'd be
or just stay there the rest of the night and watch that.
Well, and then I'm pretty big into UFC. Maybe we can talk about a little UFC, going forward on this show too.
Why not?
If you want to hear a little more UFC, let us know. You know how to get a hold of us. CyHawkThoughts at yahoo.com. So there's some big fights Friday night too. They don't want UFC usually is a Saturday night gig, but they don't want to compete with New Year's Eve.
I don't blame them.
So they're competing with the Iowa game. So we're going to go out to Buffalo Wild
I'm sure that was right on the list.
Yeah. Iowa, Oklahoma. Don't know if Dana White's probably like, I don't know about that one. But so we were like, well, let's head over to Buffalo Wild Wings. We can catch the fights on the big screen. That dawned on me. We're not going to be able to see the fights on the big screen because the Iowa game is going to be on the big screen. And so I'm going to be having the fights here. Some people over will be watching the fights. We'll have the game going on and the fights going on. So we'll have both Iowa and the UFC 141 going.
Is that Lesnar?
And Overshoot. Yep.
Oh, that should be interesting.
Pretty good card. So if you're out there and you like that stuff, definitely look into it. So let's talk a little bit about the two bowl games.
Let's do it.
Iowa State takes on Rutgers. Obviously, we're going to be looking at a 50-minute drive from Rutgers campus over to Yankee Stadium. Basically a home game. And on top of that, this isn't their first time this year that they played there, so they're going to be a little more comfortable with the scenery. You're going to see a pro Rutgers crowd. We're going to have a good following. Iowa State always travels well.
They sold their 5,000?
Yeah, I don't know that we're going to travel
10,000.
I don't know we're going to travel as well as we normally do, but it is the Big Apple. It is more expensive. The market and the economy is, in the dumps kind of still. So
there's not as many Iowa State people there as there is in Dallas.
Yeah.
Or
Chicago.
Arizona.
So it'll still be good for all the fans out there. Like we said last time, be safe. It is New Year's Eve over there. But, it's going to be, and both coaches have come out and said it. In fact, I watched a little thing on the Yes Network, the Pinstripe Bowl preview.
Doing some good homework there. I like it.
Their programming is about as bad as ours on that Pinstripe Bowl preview. The lady that was doing it, she was bad. But you know, I managed to make my way through the entire show, and you know, it was in the Des Moines Register as well. These coaches are a lot alike. They're from the area. They love their schools, and they're doing something that the program hasn't seen before.
Had opportunities to leave. Probably not going anywhere.
Yeah.
Cristiano, he ain't going anywhere.
No.
And I hope he doesn't go anywhere.
And he had an 11-2 season at Rutgers.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not saying the Big East is the toughest conference out there, but 11-2 in any conference is is getting her done.
Yeah.
Defensive oriented team, very opportunistic.
That's what happens when you graduate Ray Rice.
Yeah. Opportunistic. You know, this is a team that plays hard. They may lack talent, but they don't lack heart. Iowa State has lacked talent in the past. They're gaining on that.
Never lacked heart,
but they've never lacked heart. So you're going to see a very, very hard-nosed, hard-hitting defense going at defense. What defense is going to let something happen? You know, it's just going to be a fun game.
I hope so.
And you're going to see a big R and a big I on the sides of the helmet. Hopefully, you're cheering for the big I.
I would hope so.
Yeah. So 2:30. Yankee Stadium.
Perfect.
Steinbrenners are happy to have both teams, and both teams are happy to be there, I'm sure.
Yeah. Extra practices.
Yep. I mean, how often does I don't care if you're Iowa State, Iowa, Oklahoma, Missouri, Kansas, wherever it is you're from, how often, or when you pick a school and you say, I'm going to be able to play in a football game in Yankee Stadium.
Pretty cool.
That's pretty cool. So, good job out of the Yes Network on their preview of the Pinstripe Bowl. It
Keep
was
up the good work.
Yes. If you want to hire a couple of guys, I think we got them beat.
Yeah. What do you think, Chuck? I agree.
Yes, he does.
Yeah.